harness Deepavali spirit to bring Malaysia to greater heights. Initiatives and allocations benefit the rakyat, including Indian community. Salam Malaysia Madani, I'm Otto Othman and you're watching Malaysia Tonight. Now, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim hopes the spirit of Deepavali can be harnessed to lead Malaysia towards greater prosperity and a brighter future while continuing the pursuit of goodness and justice. Addressing thousands of people attending the 2024 Madani Deepavali Open House, the Prime Minister said this aligns with the history and significance of the Festival of Lights, which goes beyond mere feasting.
Rakyat Malaysia umumnya tahu bahawa sambutan ini ada tujuan dia untuk menyatakan bahawa hidup ini lebih daripada sekadar makan minum, kesejahteraan bersama, tetapi untuk meneruskan perjuangan ke arah kebaikan, ke arah keadilan, ke arah masa depan yang lebih baik. Mudah-mudahan semangat Deepavali ini memberikan ruang kepada kita, masyarakat yang beragama Hindu dan lain-lain rakan-rakan untuk membawa Malaysia ke arah cahaya yang lebih gemerlapan.
Also present at the event were Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, Digital Minister Gobind Singh Deo, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadil, other ministers and deputy ministers. The initiatives and allocations provided by the government in various aspects such as health and education have benefited the rakyat, including the Indian community. Digital Minister Gobind Singh Deo said this is evident through the Budget 2025, which allocates 130 million ringgit for various programs, including business financing for the Indian community. Similarly, funding is provided through the Tekun Nasional for all races, which those under Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia are now expanded to benefit the Indian community.
Kerajaan Madani memberikan fokus kepada bagaimana kita boleh memastikan bahawa tidak ada sebarang lapisan masyarakat yang tertinggal di dalam strategi kita untuk membawa negara ke depan. Jadi apabila kita meraihkan Hari Deepavali, kita lihat kepada cahaya dan terang, dan saya rasa apa yang kita perlu memberi fokuskan dalam masa depan, khususnya tahun depan yang cukup cerah untuk seluruh negara kita.
Met at the Deepavali Madani 2024 Open House hosted by the Digital Ministry, he also mentioned the Malaysian Indian Transformation Unit, or MITRA, approved more than 95 million ringgit to carry out 11 socio-economic development programs. This includes 3.4 million ringgit for the EC Council Cybersecurity Professional Certificate Training and Placement. The funding also includes 25 million ringgit for the Early Admission Assistance Program for higher education institutions, with all these initiatives aimed at empowering the Indian community. The Madani Deepavali Open House 2024 attracted a diverse crowd of nearly 5,000 people. Now, the event showcased the rich cultural tapestry of Malaysia, bringing together people from all walks of life. A delectable spread of over 32 traditional Indian dishes was offered to guests at the celebration. The ceremony, hosted by the Digital Ministry, was honoured by the presence of Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim and Cabinet Ministers.
Kita sebagai sebuah negara yang bermasyarakat majmuk turut merayakan Deepavali dan lain-lain perayaan, tetapi kali ini ianya dianjurkan sendiri oleh Kementerian Digital yang mewakili Kerajaan Malaysia Madani keseluruhannya, dan saya bergembira kerana pelbagai kaum, berada di majlis ini.
Ini menunjukkan bagaimana kita adalah satu masyarakat yang sangat unik. Walaupun hari ini perayaan Deepavali, tapi kita lihat kehadiran daripada semua lapisan masyarakat untuk meraihkan acara ini bersama-sama dengan kita. Saya rasa ini adalah kekuatan kita sebagai rakyat Malaysia, di mana walaupun kita ada agama yang berbeza, budaya yang berbeza dan sebagainya, tapi kita semua bersatu apabila kita menghadapi acara daripada kaum-kaum masing-masing.
Ini satu acara yang cukup baik dan kita lihat ramai daripada pelbagai kaum, pelbagai agama datang untuk meraihkan dan menyambut bersama dalam suasana yang harmoni, aman damai, permai. Inilah semangat perpaduan yang kita ingin pupuk di seluruh negara. Jadi kita ambil kesempatan sambutan Deepavali ini untuk merapatkan hubungan silaturahim, ukhuwah sesama kita. Walaupun beza pandangan agama, faham agama, pandangan politik, tapi kita boleh bersatu hati sebagai rakyat Malaysia.
Kita sebagai sebuah negara yang berbilang kaum dan beberapa isu baru-baru ini yang berasaskan perkauman. Kita kena ingat yang kita sebagai sebuah negara yang majmuk, yang negara yang kita dapat lihat mestilah saling menghormati satu sama lain, dan inilah kekuatan negara kita sebenarnya.
Deepavali is all about family and friends bonding, coming together to enjoy colorful and beautiful moments. The presence of various races attending open houses during the Festival of Light highlights the spirit of unity and harmony. A mix of treats, cookies and classic dishes are made to share with loved ones. Being together and savoring these delicacies creates some of the best memories.
Diwali is to basically to strengthen our friends and family bonding. And may this joyful celebration will greet everyone's family with health, wealth and happiness. Hope everybody stay unity and harmony.
Deepavali is also a chance for kids to wear new clothes and have fun with their friends. This also gives children the opportunity to understand the Indian culture.
I'm happy to celebrate Deepavali with my friends. I got to eat a lot of food today.
I feel very happy because my friends all come and I like to eat traditional food and get some money.
A time for joyful celebration, Deepavali marks the end of darkness, which is all about sharing moments with family and friends to make it truly special.
Happy Deepavali!
Coming up next, government never discussed introducing ChatGPT subscription tax.
Welcome to On the Table.
Obviously, there are two main engines of growth in any economies.
What are the implications of Malaysia's growth on employment, income levels, and also standard of living per population?
From a historical perspective, it's been good.
The capacity in our country can be built to be in the same level as the world standards.
The government has never discussed any proposals to introduce a subscription tax on ChatGPT, as mentioned on social media, said Communications Minister Fahmi Fadil. Now, he said it is common knowledge that any proposal for any new tax must be brought to Parliament and not just discussed at the cabinet level.
Setakat ini kita tidak ada bincang perkara ini. Dan sama ada di Jemaah Menteri ataupun di kalangan menteri-menteri pun tidak ada perbincangan tentang cadangan untuk mengenakan cukai. Dan kita tahu sebarang cukai yang ingin dikenakan perlu dibawa untuk diluluskan di Parlimen, bukan sekadar di peringkat Jemaah Menteri. Jadi kita tak dengar perkara itu dalam pembentangan belanjawan 2025 oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri, maka bagi saya itu tidak boleh dilayan.
He said this to reporters after attending the 2024 Madani Deepavali open house in the nation's capital today. The celebration, organised by the Digital Ministry, was attended by the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zain Hamidi, other cabinet members and deputy ministers.
The government cannot allow more time for social media licensing in efforts to combat online crimes, including pedophilia and scam activities. Communications Minister Fahmi Fadil said the government will not compromise on this matter as social media safety issues, especially involving children and families, have become more widespread.
Ada aduan yang kita terima daripada orang awam tentang kewujudan kumpulan-kumpulan pedofilia sebagai grup dalam Facebook. Ada yang beratus orang, ada yang berpuluh ribu orang yang telah beroperasi bertahun-tahun lamanya. Jadi saya tak faham kenapa Meta nak mempertahankan kumpulan skamer, kumpulan pedofilia. Kita dah arahkan supaya dilisenkan, lisenkanlah.
Fahmi was met by reporters, was commenting on his meeting with Meta yesterday, during which he reprimanded the company for still failing to address pedophilia and child sexual grooming crimes, particularly on Facebook. He said discussions on measures to address pedophilia and child sexual grooming crimes had been ongoing since early this year, and he travelled to Singapore to meet with Meta representatives. He stressed that social media licensing applies only to platform operators and not to users or influencers.
Permodalan Nasional Berhad or PNB and Khazanah Nasional should be given time to explain their 43.9 million ringgit losses after selling their stakes in the e-commerce platform Fashion Valet Sdn Berhad for 3.1 million ringgit. Communications Minister Fahmi Fadil said when met today, said ministry is monitoring the issue and had not yet gotten the full report about what exactly happened.
Of course, because it was public monies, and of course a lot of people are asking, and now we're seeing a lot of content being put out about the kind of things that may have been going on. But to be just to all parties, whether it's Khazanah, whether it's Fashion Valet, I think we should give them a little bit of time for them to explain themselves.
On 29th October, the Finance Ministry revealed in a written parliamentary reply that Khazanah and PNB lost 43.9 million ringgit from the sale of their minority investments in Fashion Valet. In 2018, Khazanah invested 27 million ringgit and PNB 20 million ringgit for minority stakes in Fashion Valet.
The Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation or MDEC signed 2 groundbreaking memorandums of understanding MOUs with Singapore's Ascent and Indonesia's Central Capital Ventura CCV. Now this marks a significant milestone in its efforts to strengthen Malaysia's digital economy.
These strategic partnerships bring in capital investment up to 200 million ringgit to fuel innovation, accelerate the growth of local startups, and reinforce Malaysia's role as a premier digital hub within ASEAN. The signing ceremony, attended by the CEOs from MDEC, Ascent, and CCV, highlights the importance of cross-border collaboration in driving Malaysia's digital economy forward. The combined funding will be instrumental in fostering the growth of Malaysia's startups, particularly in line with Malaysia's KL20 initiatives, and reinforcing the country's position as a key player in the Southeast Asian startup ecosystem. Ascent has committed to invest towards early-stage Malaysian startups in critical sectors, including fintech, embedded finance, healthcare, sustainable agriculture, SME enablers, and next-generation technologies such as AI and robotics. This capital injection is expected to drive financial inclusion, promote digital transformation, and enable promising startups to scale regionally.
Tourism Malaysia has launched the Malaysia Midnight Sale 2024 across Johor Bahru, aiming to attract more domestic and international tourists to shop and stay overnight in Johor. Tourism Malaysia Director General Dato' Manoharan Periasamy said this new initiative, part of the Malaysia Year-End Sale 2024 campaign, is organised in collaboration with MasterCard, Paradigm Mall Johor Bahru and GCH Retail International Sdn Bhd. The sale will run for 4 days, beginning yesterday. He said as of September, Johor has seen a total of 6.9 million daily visitors from Singapore, a substantial increase compared with pre-pandemic levels.
Sama-sama dengan shopping kompleks, pusat membeli belah di sini dan juga berhubungan dengan MasterCard ingin mengadakan sesi ini, sesi pesta jualan atau midnight sales ini, jadi agar lebih ramai lagi penonton-penonton dapat berkunjung dan juga menetap. Hotel-hotel di sekitar Johor Bahru juga memerlukan bantuan daripada agensi pelancongan seperti kami ini untuk memudahkan, untuk menggalakkan lagi aktiviti-aktiviti promosi khususnya di negara jiran kita di Singapura.
He said this at a press conference following the launch of the Malaysia Midnight Sale 2024 at Paradigm Mall Johor Bahru last night. Also present were WCT Holdings Berhad Concession and Hospitality Business Division Director Lai Cheng Yi and MasterCard Business Development Director Muhammad Hanif Yaakob. Dato' Manoharan noted that the campaign, running from 10 p.m. to midnight, offers discounts of up to 80%, aiming to encourage daily visitors to stay overnight, thereby boosting the local economy and increasing tourist numbers. The Malaysia Midnight Sale 2024 features a range of activities at participating malls, including tour package exhibitions, live performances, hourly lucky draws, local fruit tastings, and entertainment for children. Johor is set to attract significant foreign investment from South Korea. Now, these potential investments, valued at $190 million, are expected to create high-quality jobs and boost the state's economy.
During a recent visit to Seoul, Menteri Besar Dato' On Hafiz Ghazi met with several leading Korean companies, including Hanwha Solutions, a Fortune Global 500 multinational in the field of clean energy and chemicals. The delegation also met with global food company SPC Group, which owns the Paris Baguette franchise, as well as CJ Cheoljedong Group, producer of halal Korean food in Malaysia. He said these potential investments would create high-income jobs as well as economic spillover and development that would enhance the prosperity of the people in Johor. His delegation also discussed potential investment opportunities in Johor, especially the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone, or JSSEZ. To ensure the success of the JSSEZ, several strategic steps are being taken, including the establishment of the Invest Malaysia Facilitation Centre Johor, or IMFCJ, and the development of the Johor Talent Development Council, or JTDC. He expressed confidence that Johor's strategic location, attractive incentives, and access to the global market make an ideal choice for long-term investments and a springboard for regional expansion.
Still ahead, ASEAN-India fund to support sustainable agriculture and climate action. Malaysia has recommended optimizing the ASEAN-India Fund to explore areas of cooperation, particularly initiatives related to agricultural sustainability and climate change mitigation. And the proposal was made during the 8th ASEAN-India Ministerial Meeting on Agriculture and Forestry, which was held virtually last week.
Agriculture and Food Security Minister Dato' Sri Muhammad Sabu led the Malaysian delegation to the meeting. In a released statement, the ministry said that the meeting discussed the status of the medium-term plan of action for ASEAN-India cooperation in agriculture and forestry 2021-2025. It aims to promote investment, develop human resources in the food, agriculture, forestry and fisheries subsectors, and enhance the resilience of ecosystem. Also highlighted the importance of sustainable and regenerative agriculture to strengthen regional food security. The meeting agreed that sustainable agriculture will be a regional priority for both ASEAN and India moving forward. Cooperation should focus on key areas such as the decarbonization, the reduction of harmful agrochemicals, the minimization of crop burning practices, digitalization, and the promotion of scientific and technological applications.
In other news, Japan has pledged its support for Malaysia's upcoming ASEAN chairmanship in 2025, underscoring its commitment to regional stability and collaboration.
This assurance was conveyed during a high-level call between Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Hassan and his Japanese counterpart Takeshi Iwaya on Wednesday. Malaysia's Foreign Ministry, in a post on its official Facebook page, highlighted that the two leaders exchanged views on a range of regional and international issues of mutual concern. Beyond ASEAN matters, both sides reaffirmed their commitment to strengthen the comprehensive strategic partnership, especially in trade and investment, defense and security, as well as the Look East policy.
Dewan Negara's Deputy President Datuk Nur Jazlan Mohamad congratulated Uzbekistan on its successful parliamentary elections held on Sunday. He led the Malaysian delegation as international observers comprising 6 individuals. Now, besides Datuk Nur Jazlan, the entourage included Election Commission EC Chairman Datuk Sri Ramlah Harun, University Malaya's Vice Chancellor Professor Datuk Sri Dr. Nur Azwan Abu Osman, and Chairman of Malaysian Institute of Strategic and International Studies ISIS, Datuk Professor Dr. Muhammad Faiz Abdullah. Also present, Kuching Member of Parliament Kelvin Yee and EC's Head of Program Voter Education Muhammad Rizwan Ahmad Drus. Now, according to Uzbekistan's national news agency, Datuk Nur Jazlan conveyed the congratulations during his visit to the Central Election Commission today. Coming up in sports, friendly against India brought forward to 18th November. Stay with us. Malaysia's Tier 1 international friendly with India has been brought forward a day to 18 November following mutual agreement of both teams. Now, based on the Football Association of Malaysia FAM Facebook post, the friendly will be held at the Gachibowli Stadium in Hyderabad.
It said in the earlier announcement, the match against India was scheduled for 19th November, but upon mutual agreement, it was being brought forward to Monday, 18th November at the Gachibowli Stadium. The change, however, won't affect Harimau Malaya's Tier 1 international friendly against Laos at the Pat Stadium in Bangkok on 14th November. Based on the latest FIFA World Ranking, Malaysia, under coach Pau Mati Vicente, are in 133rd position, with India 125th and Laos 187th. The two international friendlies are in preparation for the 2024 ASEAN Championship in December, with Malaysia placed in Group A with defending champions Thailand, Cambodia, Singapore and Timor-Leste.
Van Nistelrooy enjoyed a winning start as interim Manchester United manager by beating Leicester 5-2 to reach the League Cup quarter-finals as Manchester City crashed out 2-1 to Tottenham. Arsenal and Liverpool were among the other sides to book their place in the last 8, but Chelsea were beaten 2-0 at Newcastle.
A United legend as a player, Van Nistelrooy was thrust into the role of caretaker boss after the Red Devils sacked Erik ten Hag on Monday following a dreadful start to the season. The Dutchman before the game said that United can be unstoppable when players, staff and supporters pull together, and they cut loose by scoring 4 times in a thrilling first 45 minutes. Casemiro's stunning effort into the top corner opened the scoring before Alejandro Garnacho swept home Diego Dalot's cross to please a jubilant Van Nistelrooy on the touchline. Bilal El Kanous quickly pulled a goal back for the much-changed Foxes. Bruno Fernandes's deflected free kick restored United's 2-goal cushion before Casemiro slammed home his third goal in 2 games. Conor Cody grabbed another consolation for Leicester, but United were not to be denied just a second win in 9 games. Fernandes rounded off the scoring when he pounced on a short back pass to round Danny Ward and fire home. Meanwhile, United's reward is a trip to Tottenham in the last 8 after they eliminated a City side without Erling Haaland. Timo Werner slotted home his first goal since March from Dejan Kulusevski, inviting Cross to open the scoring. Pep Sars's long-range strike doubled Spurs' lead before Mateus Nunes got an injury hit City back into the tie in first-half stoppage time. But they could not find an equaliser, and Pep Guardiola showed where his priorities lie as Haaland remained on the bench for the full 90 minutes. Elsewhere, Cody Gakpo was the match winner for Liverpool in a 3-2 win at Brighton to continue Arne Slot's excellent start to life with the Reds. Gakpo now has 4 goals in 2 League Cup games. The Dutch international was ruthless with 2 powerful finishes, cutting inside onto his right foot from the left wing. Luis Diaz was also on target for Liverpool, while Simon Adanva and Tariq Lamptey struck late on for Brighton. Liverpool are away to Southampton in December's quarter-finals.
Third seed Alexander Zverev won his opening match at the Paris Masters, defeating Dutchman Talen Griekspoor 7-6, 6-3.
Zverev was in fine form against the Dutchman, hitting 19 winners, making only 9 unforced errors, and completing 86% of his first serves in the 92-minute encounter. The victory sees Zverev become the first player in Tour history to reach the round of 16 at all 9 ATP Masters 1000 events in a single season, having lifted his 6th career Masters title in Rome this way. Next up for the 27-year-old German is a chance at revenge against French youngster Arthur Fils, who defeated Zverev in the Hamburg Open final in July.
That's it from us this evening. In our top story, harness Deepavali's spirit to bring Malaysia to greater heights. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I'm Otto Othman. Thanks for watching.